Hello, hello, hello. Heyo. Heyo. Hey, Skirk, how you doing? Thank you for the 30 bits, much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. Alright, live a bit later, apologise for that. But we back. Borderlands 3 and a Moze Day. Right, it's been a moment since I've played this character. Apparently that's a Tig's bone. Right, okay. Yes. Proton rifle. Flesh! Flesh? How you doing, Joe? Good to see you. Hello, hello. Right, so I have ion cannons, moonfires, kick charges, and proton rifles. And a major con. I mean, that's basically all you need. I love it when you try and select a class mod and then it just, like, fails. Like, what is going on? There we go. Jesus Christ, why that took 3 attempts? Is it just me or is sound weird? Let's just be the map. That didn't seem right. Wait, why'd that do damage? What am I missing? They nerfed Moze? Gearbox is dead to me. What am I missing? Short fuses progressed on hit. Cub's there. Surely my go isn't washed. So I got health gated there by Grade Ward. So ideally it's Bullet does the first one, Short Fuse does the second. Well, Bullet and Skagden does the first. Short Fuse does the second, and then Skagden on Short Fuse does the third. That's the goal. Oh, I forgot to get my amp shot, I think. Yeah. Oops. Suddenly make Grave Ward really tanky or something. Alright, that should just be like amped.
Say buongiorno to my tiny amigo.
See, the damage is there.
Score one for Iron Bear.
Amako, that is being taken into account. I just explained how that worked. So each notch is a health gate. And currently we have 4 instances of damage. You need 3. So the idea is shot plus Skagden deals with the first, Short Fuse deals with the second, and then the Skagden on the Short Fuse deals with the third. So we're getting caught at that second one. And Grove Ward is one of the tougher one-shots because of this. But I suppose I'll go to, like, what's his face? Sponge Boss. So what will probably be happening here is Shot and Skagden is not enough for the first health bar. So it needs to take the Short Fuse damage for the first health bar. And then Skagden of the Short Fuse is getting the second health bar, leaving nothing left over for the third, which is what's happening. Gigamind is similar, actually. Gigamind has got 2. Of all the bosses to have a health gate, Gigamind having one is bizarre. Right, I don't remember the Short Fuse iterations, but that's one. Now I'm second guessing. I don't think Short Fuse actually proc though. Better idea. Short Fuse, all damage advances it? Yes, the question is I don't remember the order. I know it's 101. I'll use a grenade since that won't Short Fuse for sure. So pop. That's fine? I think that's fine. So now I should have short fuse overkill. I'm on 7 shots. Did I fire enough? Oh no. Question mark? Why'd that do less? No short fuse there. The thing is after the first few, it is functionally useless to have the short fuse order. So, when going for the it was like 5 or 6 trillion damage, I had to go for one that was about 20 in the line. There's a run of 3 later on, since like you get 2 at the very beginning. Yeah, you get 2 at the very beginning, which eat into each other. And then you have to go a whole bunch to get 2 in a row again. And that's what I had to do. But even if you go super slowly, shoot once every second, it's still inconsistent on when you actually hit that chain of 3. It's kind of fucked. I gotta go for almost finished calc? No, I already did that. I'm recounting the past. And explaining why I know that if you try and go along the chain, it's just fucking hopeless. As chat, did we wake up and decide listening was hard today? I feel like I'm saying things that just aren't going in. Think that was a short fuse? I don't think that was a short fuse. Nope. Do that every day. Right, so let's make sure. So. Bang, bang. Amp is lined up. If I swap away, swap back. Is amp still there? No. Right, okay, so we can't do that then. Resets on swap. Amp is lined up. Yes. What? Every two? Hey Pablo, how you doing? Hello, hello. Okay, now it's definitely lined up now. Right, that shouldn't proc a short fuse, so that's overkill. I have an amp shot lined up, unless it resets on map travel. Ugh. So why did that do that then? That second shot was a short fuse, but it shouldn't have been, according to this list. Okay, yeah, that does hold on travel. That is good to know.
And boom goes the...
Alright, hitting a short fuse. So if it's what I'm remembering, which is 101, not 110, this shot should be a short fuse shot. Yes. Kaboom. So yeah, that list that you've posted is incorrect. Unless for whatever reason Short Fuse stopped iterating itself. Splash damage Blastmaster, shiny. Alright, let's try that again, but with the Proton Rifle.
You weren't so tough.
I hope that Short Fuse only hit one enemy. So yeah, the issue is we need to actually be careful. Because it is 101 and not 110, we need to make sure Short Fuse does proc on our shot that gives us overkill, otherwise we'll end up on a 0.
Tactical mini-mech.
Ooh. I think it did hit something. I didn't see a Short Fuse there. Did anyone else? Right, just to make sure it still got it, let's say hello to Crater's Edge. If you can one-shot anyone, it's the Ruiner. A classic, a classic.
Deploying the cub.
It would help if I could hit. Believe it or not, Kick Charger works. Plumage. The old lazy would have hit that midair. I knew exactly how the Ruiner moved on spawning. The amount of mid shots I hit with slow projectile weapons. I'd have known exactly the path. I'd have seen it before it even did it. Moonfire, got it. I have a Cracker Tower on me. The Melter. Oh, that dropped! I don't think I bought that. I think that dropped. Green pistol.
It is on!
Right. That was good. So the Proton's still got a Ruiner one-shot in it. But more importantly, I saw a damage number. 108 billion. Or 1008 billion. A million, sorry. Not billion. That would be a lot. So, not sure what that means for our projectile hit. I didn't see that number. It's probably combined with short fuse, with Skag Den. But that means the Skag Den on that short fuse should be even bigger. So, that should be enough for Grave Ward. Do we have a resource of current enemy hit point values? Somewhere, yeah? Would you know where to find it? Grave Ward should only be like 2 billion. A grenade's not iterating it. Grenades are being weird. In fact, what I think happened there is the hits piss iterated multiple times because I think Grave Ward's hitboxes are fucky.
You're done.
So that was a third damage instance triggering short fuse. Maybe if I don't trigger toboggan. Hey COG, how you doing? Hello, hello. Perfect. Right, if this doesn't short fuse, I'm writing a letter of complaint. Thanks if it's hard. Thank you for trying. That was way too soon. What? Yeah, guys, quick. Are we sure that's the short fuse list? Because it is very wrong. I know I did just say that trying to follow this is very inconsistent, but this one's being extra out of line.
Guess they couldn't hack it.
Alright, non-splash gun. Hopefully it doesn't hit anything it wasn't supposed to hit. Does Proton Rifle just not have it in it anymore? You found it? Hell yeah. The fuck is A9K? Ah, Agnizer. That would make a lot of sense. Rampage is only 300,000 a bar.
Don't worry, Iron Cub. Mama's got this.
Tink Trial Boss has got less health. 230. This is saying that that Tink of Cunning has got less health than Sarah's Supremacy, which doesn't make sense to me. Sponge Boss just shy of 2, that makes sense. Psycho Reaver 1.6 per bar. Makes sense. Wotan's bars. Wait. Bar 1, 2, 3, Wotan. What's 2 and 3 referring to? If it shields and double bubble, I can say with full confidence.
Don't lock your knees, don't lock your knees, don't lock your knees.
That that's not right. What I think there is what those shields are supposed to be. That's what I think that's happened there. They don't scale properly. Emo having 7.7, that's a lot. There's 1.9 per armor bar. Which is an entire sponge boss. Exactly, actually, yeah, 200, 400. Vermi is a sponge boss, or rather, 2 sponge bosses. Blood Feud! Hey Scorch, how you doing? Hello, hello. I do like how the Wraiths and Spectres have pushing the same hit points as Sarah's Supremacy. Hey, tanky. What are we working on? Boss one-shotting. It's been a while since I've done it, and I'm getting, like, weird results. Eden 6 boss. 1.5 billion. Well, that would only be 500,000 a bar. Which should be easily reachable. Does this have Ruiner in it? Moze, Ruiner. Giant one bill. Got a lot of them being surprised. Eister has a lot less than I expected. It's across 3 different bars though. I didn't know Zam was so tanky compared to Tom. Like, why does Zam? Ah. No, they're both 500 million, and then if they power up, they become 1 Ruiner. No, it doesn't seem to have the true bosses. Which is a shame. But what doesn't make sense is that without overkill, Proton Rifle can one-shot Ruiner, which is 1 billion health. Grave Ward, which is 500,000 a bar. Where the fuck did that come from? Why'd that suddenly do so much more damage? He threatened Grave Ward with maths. Apparently. Hey Stripes, you like Borderlands and ice cream sundaes? Woohoo, ice cream! True bosses are all 800 except for Hag, which is... So does that mean they all have the exact same amount of health? And then there's Hag with 2.5 times the amount of armor. Okay, so assume health is 100. That would mean that Hag would have worth 350? That was a hit and a short fuse. So 1, 0 should now be 1. Should just be short fuse. We know how much damage a short fuse does, apparently, now.
Scrubs out, comes out.
Nukem boss is now trying to. I also just want to point out that doing all of this to try and get this Grave Lord one shot is exactly why I hate it that when you post something like this, somebody will just go, "Oh yeah, broken shit, easy." It's like, yeah, but you didn't. Like, yes, I walked into a boss arena, shot the guy, and he died. But like, there's so much more to it. Who might say you're not impressive. It's not just that. It's mainly like the, oh yeah, using broken stuff. Like, so it's still a tough thing to pull off. Like, you do it. Don't take away other people's like accomplishments. I hate it when that happens because I'm like, I didn't really get short fuse there. I don't even know what his health getting. Yeah, which makes the one shot a lot more difficult. It's a lot more difficult. Like, even if you're not impressed by something, even if you don't really care, don't actively pull people down for doing a thing they're proud of. Right, Badass Maniac here, cool, but he's next to a barrel. I'm gonna need you to come over here, sir. Thank you. Right, I should have overkill, and I should have a short fuse lined up. Fuck! That third short fuse there. Was so early. Ah. So what noticing there is that one was right on time. It is Grave Ward hitboxes. I want to do redline stuff today as well, by the way, but I really want to get this now. I expected it to just happen, and it didn't, so now I'm like, I need this. Something a little bit tankier. You'll do. Frustratingly, that hit like a skag pile thingy. almost certainly increment short fuse. Very isolated, right. This doesn't do it. You could probably one-shot him with a kick charger. I can definitely one-shot him with a kick charger. That completely defeats the purpose of what I am trying to do, though. There we go! Current patch, proton rifle one shot. There we go. I knew my goat wasn't watched. There we go. Thank you. Guys, why was that so difficult? The proton rifle is back, baby! So you only just go, hey, yeah, you're cool. Yeah, Kick Charger is capable of one-shotting basically any health bar. Major Kong even more so, although Major Kong's more of a flak weapon. The problem with this gun on Moze is you actually have to aim for the crit spot. I mean, you do on flak as well, but like... how do you aim that? How do you aim that? I mean... I was about to say it's a consistent pattern, and then it just went and did something else. It's got one of two patterns. Either way, that's hell. Anyway, that's the hardest hitting gun in the game. And the reason why the Major Kong hits harder than the Kick Charger is because of... maybe people call the gun bad or something? Yes, because they don't know how numbers work. So, because you look at it, it's like, if you compare that to Kick Charger, yes, it released like 2 months before, but it does less damage. It takes longer to charge. You know, Kick Charger charges instantly. The Major Kong does less damage. It's harder to hit crits. But I might have the numbers wrong here, but the premise stays. The Kick Charger has a charge mul of 2 or 3. 2, 2.5, 3. It's around there. Major Kong, on the other hand, has a charge bolt of 5. Which is a lot more. Which is a lot more. So charging a Major Kong will just escalate its damage. The issue is it's impossible to hit crits with. And the Kick Charger is, well, the easiest thing in the world to hit crits with. It's a basically hit scan. Right, so Grave Ward, a tough enemy to one-shot because of health gate. No damage numbers. Even the initial impact damage capped. That would be harder to pull off with Major Kong, because the rocket would take so long to get there, I'd slide out of my O.M ball. Although... Road damage tap, yeah, so it's what, 1064? 1084? Might be 1084. Once you hit 1084 million damage, it just stops displaying. It's kind of weird. Like, why it do that? I want to see something. Wait, now I really want to see something. Now I really want to see something.
Thank you.
Yeah, he just doesn't care. You don't even have to hit the crit spot. So Graveford has got multiple hitboxes that take varying levels of damage. The face, don't hit the face. Don't aim for the face. Unless you're hitting the eyeball, don't aim for the face. Kick charger doesn't care. No overkill. Not standing in my O.M circle, just fucking... Keck. Isn't it 999 mil? No. It was in Borderlands 2, but in this game you can actually see 4 digits. Why it's 1084 or 1064, it's one of those. I have no idea, but you can see 4-digit numbers in this game. In fact, we've already been there, we've already done this today, but to properly show it off, if there's for whatever reason an inconsistency here, I'm rioting. It's 2 to the 31. Well, there you go. A proper explanation for it from Leo. 2 to the 31 would make a lot of sense. I think the largest number I've hit before it being damage cap was 10.7.8. That's the closest I've gotten. Reckon you could one-shot Seer? That's where we're going to next. Right, I've already saved it, right?
Deploying the cog.
That's only 912. We can do better than that. $121, so that must be the impact. My short fuse is 912. It's 30, I misremembered it's just binary. Well, there you go. 2 to the 30. Where's my damage numbers? Oh, is that damage cap? So that one damage cap. So short fuse, we didn't get a number here. So that means that damage capped. Let's try and tweak our damage a little bit more. We went over there, so let's try and go under. So to do that, that can be shock, that can be shock, that can be corrosive, that can be, wait, yes, cool, that can be something else. There we go. Strip away a bunch of gun damage. $803? Really? that impactful? Put the guns back on then. Short fuse is so broken. It was like fine before Mayhem scaling. It's one of those skills, there's a couple in this game, that don't need Mayhem scaling, because it's already scaling with the damage of your weapon, which is already Mayhem scaling, because you've got the Mayhem 10 part, which is 9% a level. So you shouldn't need Mayhem scaling on a weapons that they get more powerful with the Mayhem that you're on. So you don't need more scaling on top of that. But some skills just do for some reason. Short fuse being one of them. Skagaden kind of being another, but there's a different reason for that. Indiscriminate and Remnant are other ones. 803 million is crazy for a white weapon, and that's with a self-nerf as well. Oh yeah, I love the Proton Rifle. 953. So how much does one more give me? $956. Game, you're not making any sense. Watch this do less than damage cap now. This game, so inconsistent. Five guns work with no build variety? Absolutely, but that's a completely different problem entirely. If you remove Mayhem scaling from things like Short Fuse, Remnant, Indiscriminate, that doesn't affect the fact that this game just simply has better balanced weapons. Like, that doesn't change anything, because the thing is when you Mayhem scale those skills, it applies to every gun, not just the weak ones. Them all. You don't need to make those skills Mayhem scaling when they're already scaling with the damage of the weapon that's going up with your Mayhem. The problem with Borderlands 2 is it was just shitly balanced. And so inconsistency is the extra hidden DLC, best I can do is $199.99, I'll take it. I'm washed! But yeah, this is why I don't want double dipping stuff in Borderlands 4. There we go! Got there in the fucking end. There you go. 1003. A 4-digit damage number. It's not quite, like, 70 higher, but 4-digit damage number. Over 1 billion. Now, what's crazy is that is the smaller number. What is actually present is another number that's about 4,970 million. Which we can't see. But it's there. That is a 6 billion damage hit. That's a 6 billion damage hit, is that? Is there a way we can make it visible? I'm not sure if somebody's made a mod for that. It'd be cool if they did. I found my flare conks, damn how lucky. No. I have gotten good flare class mods, But this is all. This entire save file is save edited, except the snub-nosed proton rifle. This I farmed. By farmed, I picked it off the ground and went, you know what would be funny? Using this, and then it one-shot the boss. It's like, oh, cool. Change the skin? No, because then people won't know it's a white rarity proton rifle. However, I do have another one, which I have painted. I've painted it fancy, but what I used to do is I used to paint it like a binary operator. Because the binary operator uses a fairly basic skin. So I'd make it look like a binary operator, go around one-shotting a bunch of bosses with it, so people think I'm using a binary operator. When actually I'm using the goat. What the fuck? Game! Right, okay, perfect. Perfect opportunity. Please don't. Please don't tell me I have to do the entire fucking thing. I am once again asking for a search function on the save editor. You're evil. Right. I guess I gotta go to fucking Sanctuary then. Because apparently I never went to see her on this character. Please don't tell me I have to do the whole DLC. This is not a loadout for mobbing. No! Right. Speedrun Ava Mysteries, let's go. That's outskirts. Is Mox's save file? No, this is my save file. Now, usually I actually play this mission out because I, like, enjoy them, because it's, like, good combat. But I'll see if I can just, like, run to the end. I actually have, like, a gun on this character. I have an Boogeyman. I have a Blastmaster. I have an Old God. Victory rush with mag size. Cool. That's like all I need.
Today we'll be talking to Lorelei, a resistance fighter on the side of Atlas in the Promethean War. With her cool hair and sweet jacket, she's like a quintuple shot of espresso. Strong and bitter.
Here, I can hear that. You bloody kids and their bloody podcasts. Ugh. Fault Hunter, how did you get wrapped up in this?
The way I see it, the more time Ava's occupied, the less she's in my room rifling through my stuff.
Fair enough. Okay, well, come on then. Right, here's the situation. I had a top man undercover in a Malawan sleeper cell here in... I say had, because we just found him dead in his flat. Malawan must have made him, but I gotta know how. There's been no chatter, and I'm sure it's...
Here comes the triple roll playthrough first try. Easy.
And what of the paranormal aspects of the case?
I told you, it's just a murder, nothing paranormal.
Perhaps. To the untrained eye.
Crime scene's in here. Right, give it a look around. See if you find any clues.
Door was locked from inside, no forced entry. Must have come in another way. Or they were let in. Cash and valuables are still here. This wasn't a smash and grab. A lot of blood. Signs of a struggle. Looks like the murderer got more resistance than they expected.
Right, what have you got?
Guy was ambushed in his own home without tripping the security system. Valuables untouched.
Right, I know turning them off doesn't work. But what about turning hotfix mods on? Does going to the title screen work? Excellent. Now we go fast. I just realized I don't have Forge.
Wasted and pasted. Body drop. Bippity-boppity-boo!
The obligatory barrel. There's always one. Legendariant. No, don't do it. I say that guy, what the heck? I mean, I tried. I put everything into trying to stop him, you know. I really did try. You can't blame me.
That's all. Keep cruising.
I have something for the road on here. Ooh.
That's just what I do.
Yep. You know, like the leader of Tooling BL3, Bugman's nuts. Bugman is nuts. I do like the leader, but it's definitely not as good as Bugman. Still pretty good though. Mo's my favorite character? No. Well, it depends on mood. Amara's my most played, followed by Moze and Flak. I do enjoy Moze a lot though. I actually have to clear that out. Glad radiation's back in Borderlands 4. Yep. Yeah, I was really hoping Dark Magic would return in a lore accurate way, because it was such a good mechanic. It really did fix the damage model of Lands games, but it seems that they did not do that. The only coping is that they make lifesteal work like Dark Magic, but didn't tell anyone. Or maybe all lifesteal works like transfusion grenades. I mean, I don't know, man, but I don't know where you're getting that stuff. But, like, give me some as well. Lime, that is very fair. Dark Magic was a bit inconsistent, depending on the method of which you use to apply it. The main thing is, yeah, the game in general, even outside of Dark Magic, just did have a much better damage model that allowed you to tank effectively without it being a waste of skill points. They pulled it off really well in that game. Just delete lifesteal, please. No, they're gonna make a cult character based on it. I mean, that was the perfect opportunity. You have a siren whose whole gimmick is life leech and leeching like the soul out of things. Like, that's dark magic. Against 51? Hell yeah, the grind begins. There's an MMO turn lifesteal into a crit chance that restored 100% of damage to health when you crit, then it totally killed the funny build I made. Oh.
The birds.
Can I climb the ladder without dying? Yes, I can. Yeah, main throwing. I wish you, what I think would have been excellent is if you cleared the Chaos Chamber in a certain amount of time, it gave you more levels. So like, say if you beat it in, say, 10 minutes, you got 2 levels instead of 1. Because then that would mean if you already like had the gear and you're leveling up a second character, it would go by quicker. And just like, you were proving yourself. Like, yeah, I can do this quickly. Give me something harder. I also have the opinion that it shouldn't have capped at 100. Because really, it ends at 50. And more is just extra. 70 if you want to get really pedantic about it. And that's the final 30 to 100 is just if you want the extra challenge. So they should have just made it infinite, and that way there wasn't a perceived, you know, fixed goal.
You kidding me, Cub?
People see, oh, limit's 100, I have to get to 100, and then they don't have fun getting to 100, and they burn themselves out of the video game that they otherwise could have been enjoying. Whereas if they'd gone, right, 70's where it caps out, cool, no more rewards from here, on your pop, anything else is just difficulty, 70 is where it's at, then it would have been fine. Yeah, 70 is like the cutoff. It is actually the cutoff. Anything above 70, enemies scale at the same rate as the ascended rate to primordial. So it will take you X amount of time longer to complete your run, but you'll get X, the exact same amount, more ascendeds to primordial. So you don't actually get your loot quicker by going above 70. You do a little bit, but it's where it plateaus off. I jump straight to... yeah. That's the thing, it's like you either earn it and avoid that, or you... yeah, it's double-edged sword. By forcing players to earn it, you stop players jumping to the maximum, finding it too difficult, and then just like quitting. But then, by making them have to earn it, it can get tedious on multiple characters. So. Yeah, so you definitely don't have to push to 100 default, Joe. If you've got a lot of other side stuff to do, just start enjoying that, you know? Just go until where the difficulty feels comfy and then just stop. I really wish it was infinite, though. I think after Borderlands 4's been out for a few years and I start thinking about going back to older games, I'll do a blender climb. And just see how far it goes. There's a mod that lets you keep going. To see how far blender goes. Blender was a build that I used to kill Chaos 100 Maker in under a second. And that's from health bar appearance. That's not like being able to build up or anything. That's just out the box damage. See how BL4 treats me? Right. Carry 200 easily? Nah, some do start dropping off. As Lemon Lion in the YouTube chat said, I wouldn't say builds like typically hard cap around 70, but it's just start getting a bit tough. Now the difficulty increment per level gets smaller. But it does, you know, it does keep going. See yourself getting to C70 though? Yeah, it's only 20 more runs. You've done, what, 11? Yeah, the dire sacrifices is one especially. There was just so much separation. Claptrap, will you open the fucking door? There was just so much separation between mob health and boss health. So dire sacrifice, even at Chaos 100, was so much fun in mobbing. And then you got to a boss fight and it's just like, oh. Guess I'll supplement it with a jank sword explosion. Hooray! Right, finally onto the Seer quest. I guess tomorrow will also be a Moze day. Hey Rolex, how you doing? Hello, hello. You know, I'm gonna say it again. I say it every time I come here, but I'm gonna say it again. I love this map, the atmosphere, and all of the visuals of this map. I can't help myself.
Let's go find him.
Do you hear that?
I don't hear anything.
That's not good.
Yeah, there's a middle ground between Mayhem scaling and what Wonderlands did. Kind of feels bad when action skills go from an entire build to a glorified enchantment option. Right, so that was the damage formula problem. So, Wonderlands had relatively well-balanced action skills to guns. Problem is the damage formula for abilities sucked. Like you could not, you could pump, you could push weapon damage a lot further than what you could push ability damage, and a problem with that was how crit worked. 5% base, and then percentage multipliers go off of that 5. Guns, you could just aim for a face. You can't do that with abilities. This is also why melee worked. So when you had an action skill that was based off of melee damage, like Redwind, and Storm Dragon Judgment, and Cleansing Flames, and Ghostblade, they were really good. Because they used the melee damage formula, and you could get a much higher base melee crit chance with by equipping a melee weapon.
Okay.
And do that with abilities.
Say it. Between the endless
So scaling crit with abilities just absolutely sucked.
This place is giving off what I like to call bad vibes.
This they have addressed. In Borderlands 4, a lot of the action skills will deal either like ordnance damage, melee damage, as well as being an ability. Dreadwind was melee damage, but also gained bonuses from ability damage. Borderlands 4 is doing the same. Which is fantastic news for aim and enjoyers. Can he one-shot Seer with 11 billion health? So story kill, I won't be going for a one-shot main throwing. Story kill, I will be seeing how Redline does. Also noticing these are ×4s, not ×3s. I wonder if that's a negative for me. We'll see. Maybe I should get a ×3 and compare. I haven't really looked much into 4s. I kind of want to go in as blind as possible. Ah, right. Okie dokie. Just really know what the characters look like. Okay. Well, just a heads up, we might be talking about Borderlands 4 stuff as it pops up. Story stuff I haven't dived into at all, so... I've only been after game mechanics.
Use your siren powers, right?
Hey! Bet you hiding, Space Rocks.
Keep forgetting I have superpowers now. Come on, let's look around.
A 15-year-old child would not forget that they have superpowers. A 15-year-old child would be doing what Troy did. Tossing grapes right into his mouth with them. Just like fucking basic shit.
Louder, but...
Run her down!
This is not your path.
Go away! which means we're on the right track. Come on. I think I can shield us from the worst of it. What is that? I can
15-year-old with troll face looking mid-fight and not resi and fight for your life, yeah. Now, Ava is being a bit more serious in this DLC, but like, she'd still... You're not forgetting you've got superpowers. You're not doing that. A mature 15-year-old is still a 15-year-old.
The course must be corrected. The twin A-causals must be delayed. You will kill their informant. The prime instrument must reach the Promethean vault first.
Stabby, stabby.
That's not really what I wanted to hear.
come on. All we need.
Their radiant stuff survived forever. Another one. Let's check it out.
Ava's not fighting, is she? No.
Turn back. Causality can still be restored.
Very high chaos level. Spawn multiplier is a thing that people have done. I did one recently. And then like ramping up a boss's health bar for one shots. Maybe someone's done like Mayhem 100.
It stopped. It really doesn't want us to see this stuff.
Not really sure what build you'd use for Mayhem 100 outside of the Slap Stinger stuff and Eraser stuff. Suppose if Mayhem scaling kept going, Moze would be fine.
The course must be corrected. The twin
Hey Brucey, how you doing? Hello, hello.
delayed. You will lead them astray. The prime instrument must reach the ship containing the key fragment first.
Why? What's at stake?
The end itself.
I see through him. I'll do as you say. Just this once.
Keeping the COV from getting to the vault before us. Why is it fighting us now?
All the Guardians are
How am I? I'm alright, thank
murder
you.
crazy or just regular crazy. Whatever it wants, it's not on any side but its own.
If this thing has been behind the scenes this whole time, then it has answers.
It can tell me why it's mine.
There's much you can do to the game to stop a Razor and Zane, yeah. That skill's so dumb. Prime instrument. I wasn't paying attention. Is it Pandora? Slash the Destroyer, the prison. What gun is this, Boogeyman?
The course must be corrected. The twin A-causals must be assisted. You will lead them to the vault of the architects. It must be ready before the prime instrument arrives.
Prime instrument arrives.
Please, I want to help the COV. I'm a Crimson Raider.
What is irrelevant? The course must be corrected.
Who's on the left? That guy? That's Francis. We don't meet him. He's a COV who helped the Crimson... He's a Crimson Raider who helped the COV because that Guardian was, like, mind-controlling him. And then he got eaten by Skags. What is this new adventure? What do you mean?
Will not find her.
What about Razor was more thinking about Moze infinite damage loop, like Minesweeper? That would do it for boss fights. Mobbing you'd be a bit.
Where'd you go?
Ava! Follow the sound of my voice.
Can't see shit. Sardine oil is a hell of a drug. So, sorry, Iron Gub's fucking unloaded. What's the best class mod for redline mag dumping? I know it's like Minesweeper, but like the next one. You smoke it or shoot it. You bathe in it.
Baby bear's going bye-bye.
You wouldn't feed to them wild animals come to tickle. That's what you do. You rub it on your feet and then you go for a walk outside. Connect with nature. Sticky's being pure mutants is exclusive to Wonderlands, right? Correct. So I wonder if why they weren't really prominent in 3 for a reason outside of the TC group. TC group? They were. They were just nuffed. Sticky's absolutely ruled Borderlands 3 when Borderlands 3 launched. Why do I have a stinger? I have a stinger but no ionic disruptor. That doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna swap. Red line. Oh, it's a body accessory that does it. Excuse me, in theory, crafters don't have even talk about it. Yeah. Yeah, no, Sticky's absolutely ruled this game when the game came out, and then they just, like, caught a big bunch of nerfs. They're still good. They're just not, like... We have other ways of doing more damage. Did your nerf was a tad overtuned? It was, yeah. Yeah, White Elephant nerf was separate. Okay, it still says double penetrating, but... that hasn't quite done what I expected. I'll have to farm one up. Wow, farming? Do I have a shock throwy weapon? I do. I don't have some for the road. That's fine.
Another glyph.
course can no longer be corrected. Though the twin acausal threat was eliminated, another acausal's actions have proven catastrophic. When the key vanished, so too did the future.
The key? You mean when Lilith firehawked Elpis?
The actions of your leader did not merely bend the course, she shattered it. All of our work is for naught.
That's what you get for trying to control us.
Acausals like you are chaos incarnate, unguided, ripping holes in the fabric of causality like exit wounds through flesh. But you are correct. You cannot be controlled. You must be removed entirely.
Iron Bear, to me! Get over here, dickweed!
Did you, like, become visible? Like, aggro. What are you doing? Seer, are you okay?
Just feeding the birds.
Okay, it finally, like, woke up. I don't know the mechanics of this fight, if you're supposed to do something to get it to come out of the invisibility phase. Sears ghosting me, literally. How many heralds are there? Jesus. Go away. While you did Moze 1 life, how miserable was that experience? It was fun.
We were literally bound by fate to save you.
That was 100%. So that was every mission, every DLC, every boss, every location, every crew challenge, every echo recorder. It was fun. Raisin's thorns.
You heard what that guardian said. That I'd find what I was seeking. There's only one thing that can mean. Lilith's still out there. And we're gonna find her.
Total cost motions are harder hitting silence of voices. I mean, in terms of what it does to your damage, no. But 500% versus 36. But I see the vision. I see the vision. Lol. Yeah, kick charge is kind of dumb. Okay, let's see how much we can reduce that. So, let's go for no grenade this time.
You're so screwed now.
Okay, didn't need a grenade. Hey, Lolga, thank you so very much for the Prime sub. Much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. It's much appreciated. That's a really good marksman, what the hell? 11 billion health, by the way. $10.6, yeah, 10.6. I wonder what made them make a few skills a set pattern rather than actually RNG. It probably is RNG, but with only one seed. That they just don't re-roll. They probably generated a random string of X percentage and went, yeah, use that. Now, I can't remember the chain for Two Fang, but is it the same as Short Fuse? No, it's not. They're both 25%. Right, O.Embable this time? See if we can do it without that. No O.Embable.
Just feeding the birds.
Doing stuff like this is cool because when you like reduce it down, you can open up your inventory and go, look, I did it without stuff equipped. Let's do it with a smaller percentage.
Next. We got contacts.
What is this gun? No, I'm trying to record, but it won't let me. Strange, it recorded earlier. Gamer! Function! You useless! Why is it just broken? Want to buy a bloody recording software that works! What build have I done that I'm the most proud of? Optimization, Hellzerker. Bringing an idea to life, Punchbot. A build that people have routinely reported back positively. Banjo Bear. Like, Banjo Bear I think is the most adopted one. Like, out of all my build videos, Banjo Bear is the one that still gets comments today. None of the others do, but Banjo Bear does.
Next.
200,000 card on an Ionic Disruptor. People like Banjo Bear? Yeah, what's wrong with Banjo Bear? It's just like easy to play optimized Iron Bear. Not like it's cursed or anything.
Murder party! Ugh.
Yeah, I think I've made the point. I mean, yeah, I guess people like cursed stuff, but it's not cursed though. It's just optimized Iron Bear. That's all it is. Show it off. That's just Iron Bear. I have no idea what state it's in currently. I move it around.
Robotic Beastmaster. A covert. A robotic Beastmaster.
Banjo makes a curse. I don't even use the banjo anymore. Alright, where the fuck am I? Why am I here? Why do I have a... Oh. Times 25. This is Banjo Bear. We slide fucking fast. I have all the movement speed in the world. Right, so there's kind of two specs. I can either go down to 2 the last and get hammer down protocols, or I can go a bit further in red tree and get sabos. That way is probably the better of the two. But there's very little to choose between them. Use whatever you like. And the idea is you don't really get bonuses whilst in Iron Bear, so you use the electric banjo. So when you're out of Iron Bear, you can get just a few extra procs of damage, which can get things like big surplus and whatnot to trigger fire dots. Fire dots give us eternal flame. To reset our action skill. Now we don't really need that. In actuality, Air of Effect damage is a better passive because it even affects our hollow points, which we're getting even on a non-splash weapon like Cap Arms. But, you know, that was the hook, was the banjo there. And yeah, it's literally just optimized. I'm not going to be using Fish Slap today. We'll use Hex because it's more fun. And I'll put Rails on. That's Minigun. And we use the Dark Army for those procs as well.
Elevator down to the lower levels. Make your way there and be ready for some heavy resistance. I'm counting on you, Vault Hunter.
Already at Kraken. Go for a cheeky hollow points. Double bout skip. Broken Sig Drifter.
Come on, girls. Don't quit now.
Those were advanced mechs, but we're onto something bigger. Keep going.
Now, so long as we have a fire dot active, which is very easy with the all the instances of damage that we have, we don't even have to have our hands on the controls. We can literally just exist. We are unkillable. Literally, our health can hit 0, and we will not die.
I'm on a freaking roll.
Now, if you end Iron Bear with a fire dot active to trigger running on fumes, which lasts 6 seconds. If we do that, we leave Iron Bear, and then we use Flame to get our action skill cooldown back enough in time and jump back into Iron Bear before those 6 seconds run out, we gain a permanent stack of running on fumes. Which is completely and utterly unnecessary, but it's funny. For shock immune enemies, when we're using cap arms, there are 2 ways to kill them. One is every 4th shot, we hit a cloud of lead. And the other is if we hit a headshot, we get experimental munitions. These are both fire dots. Also, we can use a fish slap as our grenade as well. To do it instead. And just let them hit us. Get down, Mr. President. Ah, Spaghetti. Hey, Rita, how you doing? Good to see you. Been a while. Oh, yeah, my biofuel ran out. That's cheating. You did see how he bounced off of 0 health there. Yeah, Biofuel really did not want to cooperate there. I've sat there for like 10 minutes before. See there, I just hit a crit. Instantly killed the shock immune, thanks to experimental munitions. And normally here, I would rock sabos, but I don't have sabos unlocked. So we'll have to use cap arms. Ooh, not quite tower bubble. And yeah, it's just the easiest build to play in the world. So it is no question why it's popular. You don't need it. Buddy, you didn't need to do that. Do I have a Dagobah? I do have a Dagobah. Wow. It's consistent too. Yeah, that happens if you hit it with like... I want to say it's too many instances of damage at once, so like Conference Call will proc it a lot. Conference Calls are really bad for it. Yeah, that's manageable. I was doing some EGR speedruns recently, and basically between Vank Pods and Cap Arms, it's like... Endgame Rush, which is all endgame. They were within a minute of each other, literally. I think I got down to 1 hour 23 for both. It's just... Alright, let's keep working on our seer kill. Alright. I've got a completely full inventory. I want more space. I want to start unequipping things. Idea. This should work. And for bosses, you use either Cap Arms or Vank Pods, depending on which way you're going. Alright, can I do it without an amp shield? Yes, we can. Right. Can we do it without Harmonious Havoc stacks? Not if we miss. You can't really do much if you miss. Ooh. Harmonious Havoc was the thing that put us over. That means we won't be able to reduce it that much. Let's try with better flow.
It is on!
Now, of course, remember that this is a body shot. I could go for a crit. I'm not really sure how that would work. Is it right on his snoot? I might need to just barrel stuff him to make this work. Tall Company Man is an excellent find. Hell yeah. Cool. Right. Now what happens? I take off the toboggan. Getting close to him might be quite tough.
Time to feed!
I missed! I did a very different amount of damage. I don't think that first shot was a miss. Oh, it was a hit, was it? Why did they have to give the seer such a tiny crit spot? Unfortunately, I think this means I won't be able to do it without flare. Ah, that was a crit, but... Yeah, that was quite a way off. Even if I had more flair, I don't think that makes the difference. But yeah, very little equipped. Alright, let's go for a major con kill. Oh, that was a crit! That was so unnecessary. Still crazy good next to no gear. Tragically, it's like... the most important pieces of gear. What about Major Kong? Can Major Kong do it without toboggan? Oh yeah. That would have needed a crit. But I don't think that does it in general. Of course, we can do the inverse. No! Fucking Major Kong. Hey Casper, how you doing? Hello, hello. What are we doing? Just tuned in. One-shotting Seer. Tragically, the Major Kong is very difficult to use. I need to fire it before I get shot. Can Major Kong crit without Hustler? Yeah, we crit a few runs ago. But like, we're not aiming for that. That's just way too inconsistent with the bullet pattern of this weapon. I did fuck all. Flare really is just a big part of our damage. But yeah, like, the problem with Major Kong hitting harder with the kick than the kick charger is there isn't actually an enemy in the game that needs it. So you got a weapon that just cannot function, and its only upside is more damage, but there isn't anywhere that needs the damage. Is that all it needs? Because that's how much damage I did with the Major Kong without the toboggan. So toboggan with a crit could probably do it with just flare. The question is am I prepared to grind that out? I don't think I am. Because that sounds like a lot of pain to do.
Prepare to get stomped!
It's a tad less. But I'm not really sure I want to be doing that, if I'm honest. What we can do though is go and shoot more bosses. Unfortunately, running out of time. Please tell me I've done Krieg's DLC. Yes. Thank God. One of my favorite speed kills to do in this game is the train. The reason being is at the start of the fight, the train really quickly passes overhead. So the goal is to kill it before it leaves. So it does a quick pass and then it comes around and does an actual proper phase. I'm trying to kill it before that. I can just about do it with a Mara and a crit. I can do it with Flak and a Monarch. Zane. I don't think... I've always waited for the proper damage phase to go for a one-shot. So let's try and get a quick one-shot in. Because it looks really stylish. Might even be able to do it with a Major Con. We're all hustler inbound, imagine. Why are these maps so long? I made it to the train. It only took too long. This should just be enough damage, like... let's have a look. How much health does it have? Sponge Boss and Psycho Reaver are here. Not train, is it Locomobius? I have no idea what they'll have called it. Be cool if they put, like, the in-game names. I have console enabled. I have that. Ah. There we go. Yes. Spawn Loco and input that. Fuck am I looking at? I mean, that's only... Sirs! Is that 2.3 billion? Okay, that's an amount. But we have an open crit spot. So... Easy. Now what if we were to use ion cannon? I don't think that was even a crit.
And boom goes the dynamite.
So what if? Fire, I think, is next. Ooh. It's like, what, 1.5 billion? Far less. I must have not had a splash shot. Missed. Okay, but like, what if we skip that? Swap everything to fire. Oh. I don't really know how I can get more damage out of that. If I had more time, I could use Executor, but... this thing doesn't charge fast enough. Apparently that's just not enough damage to kill a maniac. It's wild, this game. Like, that maniac tanked a hit, but if I go and set it up properly, I could do 2.5 billion damage. Right, this is a lot of buttons to press in a very short amount of time.
Now it's done.
Boy. Wait, okay, that might cook. Hold thy communication device. I didn't get a short fuse, fuck. Alright, shield come back. No! God damn it. Oh, that's a lot of buttons to push at once. I suck at that. So it's 1, then 2. I'm pushing 3. I also don't even know if my executor is hitting. Definitely did that first run. Oh, I forgot to... I forgot to prep. I'm just being silly. Woo! Irate proton rifle versus the train. About bloody time. Specifically, before its first damage window, as it's doing the drive-by. Hell yeah. Doing proton rifle one-shots is so much fun. It feels so satisfying when you get it. Anyway, well, with that, I'm going to call it there. I'll have to look into the red line shenanigans. We might have to do some farming, some red line farming. Since I'm pretty sure not all red lines are double penetrating, but I can't seem to make that in the save editor, so I'm not really sure what's going on there. It's quite annoying. Because ×3 would definitely be better than ×4. And then also some more one-shots with ion cannons, kick charges, and major cons. Yes, with that, thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful evening. Stay safe, stay awesome. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.